Hi everyone, and welcome to today's instructional video. Today we are going to talk about argumentative writing and how people create coherent, well-organized, and well-supported arguments so that eventually we ourselves can write coherent and well-supported arguments. Let's go ahead and get started. So when we are talking about argumentative writing, it can be helpful to understand what our goal is. And I think Teaching Intentionally summarizes this really well. They say that the writer attempts to persuade readers to understand and support their point of view about a topic by stating their reasoning and providing evidence to back it up. So really all we're trying to do is persuade our reader to join our side. Now, to do this, we set up a 5-paragraph argumentative essay, and usually it follows a pretty similar pattern every time. We start with an intro where we hook our reader's interest, we give them some background info, and we establish our claim, our opinion. We follow with 3 body paragraphs that each dissect one of the reasons we support our argument. We give evidence and explanations in those. And in the 3rd paragraph, we're even going to acknowledge the other side and then prove why they're wrong. Finally, we wrap up with a conclusion where we restate our claim and we summarize our argument. So, before you write, it can be helpful to investigate your topic to really make sure that your opinion is solid and that you feel strongly about it, because you can't just pick Never mind. Hold on. Rewind. You can't just be like, well, I don't really know. I feel ambivalent. You need to pick a side. Imagine you are in a field and there is this side of the field and there's this side and there's a fence in between. You can't just stand in the middle because you can't just sit on the fence. You need to pick a side. In real life, you can be a little bit more nuanced in your thinking, but in our argumentative essays, we want to sit really strong on a side. Next, we move into gathering and evaluating evidence. What things support our claim? What helps prove us right? And it's also important at this stage to make sure that your sources, that your evidence is credible. For example, if I'm telling you that schools today are way harder than they used to be, but I'm using evidence from 1860, that's not really supporting my claim, right? It's unreliable. It's too old. Additionally, if I go and I say, well, schools are harder because I met this 9-year-old on the street and they said it was, that's not really reliable either. We're looking for things that are fact-checked, research-based, statistics, data, facts. We're not looking for just random stuff. So a lot of people also like to outline their arguments so that they can kind of stay more focused as they're writing and they can feel a little bit more organized. And this, if you want to pause, is a great way that a lot of people do this. Chicken foot diagrams are also helpful if you want to Google that. Now, the first step to really being successful with an argument is creating our own claim. Once you know what you think, you can first start by figuring out the question that you're meant to be answering. So, for example, should plastic grocery bags be banned? Step 2 is to pick a side. Remember, we don't sit on that fence, and we figure out our own opinion, our own answer to that question. So, my claim could be, yes, plastic grocery bags should be banned. When we're writing an argumentative essay, we want to go one step further, which is to add in 3 key reasons that support our position. And if you can't come up with 3, you should probably pick a different argument or pick a different side. So for here, I say plastic grocery bags should be banned because of their impact on the environment, the easy alternatives available, and the danger to small children. I have my claim, plastic grocery bags should be banned. And then I have 3 big reasons. And in an argument, this is actually going to be what my 3 body paragraphs will each focus on. Now, it's really important that we stay assertive, that we feel really confident in our claim. If you throw in, and I think that we should ban grocery bags, it feels like you're unsure, and your reader is a lot less likely to believe you when you're not confident in your own claim. Again, we also don't want to be like, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, because we need to pick a side. If you can't pick a side, you should probably be arguing something else. Additionally, your claim needs to be based on facts, statistics, and hard evidence on research, not just on the vibe, right? We can't just be like, well, capital punishment should be banned because it's not good vibes. That's not an argument. That's not going to help people believe you, right? Not everyone has the same morals or feelings, so you need facts to help prove your side just in case they have a different moral compass. Spanking should be bad because it is bad, for example. Should be banned because it is bad, for example, would be a weak argument, right? What if someone doesn't think it's bad? You need to bring in the fact that, like, oh, kids feel this way, and kids who get spanked go to prison more often. That's not a real fact. That's not a real fact. So make sure you're assertive, make sure you're based on facts. Now, when we have a claim and those three main points for our essay, that is called a thesis. It helps give our reader a preview for the essay, and it also acts like a roadmap that helps keep you organized as a writer so you know what you should be focusing on. So, I have this thesis right here, right? Homeschooling should be banned. There's my claim. There's my opinion. Because not every child will get a quality education, not every child will be protected from abusers, and not every child will have the ability, you can't see it, but it says to make friends. Now, if I annotate this, if I write on this a little bit, homeschooling should be banned is ending up being my claim, right? That hasn't gone away. I'm still answering that question really assertively. I feel really confident. I'm almost stating it like it's a fact. But then I add in my three big reasons, and these actually end up being my three paragraphs. And usually, if you keep it in order, that really helps you stay organized. So, my first reason is not every child will get a quality education. I can anticipate, if I'm pretty well organized, that that's going to be my first paragraph. Not every child will be protected from abusers is my next reason, and hopefully my next paragraph. And not every child will have the ability to make friends will be my third reason and my third paragraph. All right. So I want you to practice by identifying the claim in this introductory paragraph of an argumentative essay. Mosquitoes do much more than ruin a 4th of July barbecue or weekend at the lake. Even though it's just the female mosquitoes who do the biting, these flying femme fatales carry and transmit a number of deadly diseases, and everyone ends up paying the price. It's hard to fathom how an annoying, swollen, itchy bump could lead to death, but the stats don't lie. While they do play a small part in the food chain, mosquitoes should be eradicated to save money, improve quality of life, and prevent death and disease. So, where in this is our claim? All right. Hopefully, you said that our claim ends up being that mosquitoes should be eradicated, they should be eliminated. But we also have a thesis here. We can see our three main reasons. Mosquitoes should be eradicated is our claim to save money. We'll probably touch on that in paragraph 1. Improve quality of life. Probably touch on that in paragraph 2. And prevent death and disease. We'll probably touch on that in paragraph 3. All right, let's keep moving. Now, I want you to take this example thesis and I want you to tell me which part is the claim. All right. Hopefully you said that cats are better pets than dogs is our claim because that's the author's opinion here, right? That's the thing they're arguing. Now, what would be their second body paragraph based off of this thesis? All right. Hopefully you said that number 1 would be cats are independent since that comes first. Cats are quieter would be number 2. And cats can care for themselves would be the third reason that cats are better pets than dogs. Awesome. All right. Keep moving. So at this point, you can go ahead and move on to our next must-do